So thank you so much for your time, Vanessa. I know you're excited to see the technology, and I'm definitely excited to show you how we're going to help you in all of those areas that we discussed last. I did want to do a quick recap of our conversation, though, just to go over how we are impacting your bottom line, how we're impacting your profit as it relates to the income statement. Of course, we talked through the taxes and mitigating the tax risk, but when you're working with ADP, especially within the restaurant industry, we're going to be able to help you take advantage of FICA tip credit, which is excellent. The other thing that we talked about is, not to look at us as initial operating expense, but how we can, in fact, impact your operating expenses and your cost of goods sold. So those line items that we discussed are all revolving your labor, your benefits, taxes, workers' comp, and those are just a few areas of how we're going to be able to help you. Within the restaurant business, we've been able to do deeper dives and just see by getting so granular, turnover really does make a big difference, especially if you think about getting new people in all the time. How do they know the menu? Do they know the menu? What if they bring in the wrong order? I mean, that's wasted food. That's food cost that's out the door. That's another additional expense on top of the labor concerns that you had. You mentioned the PTO. You're not accurately tracking PTO and you're missing out there, as well as overtime. So I just wanted to highlight again what we initially discussed, but now I want to show you exactly how we're going to be able to help you. So I'm going to do an offline demo for us. And I want it to be very interactive, so if you have any questions, please feel free to stop me. One of the things that you brought up, and I want to touch upon that right away, is the fact that you were concerned about what is the system going to look like? Are the employees going to have a hard time using it? It's very simple, extremely user-friendly. This is the main login for the portal where your employees, managers, and yourself would log in. For all intents and purposes, we're going to start with the employee. We're going to walk through what it looks like for Ed Bonner. Okay, so as your employee logs into the system, there's going to be a message board that will pop up. So anything that's pending, anything that needs to be addressed immediately will show up, and this will keep popping up until your employees take advantage of what's going on in the system. So for instance, Ed has a policy acknowledgement. So one of the things that you were thinking about rolling out as we are going through the implementation is you want to change the dynamic of the restaurant, seem as if you're more of a technologically advanced company with Fortune 500 technology and perks, but you also want to be a healthier restaurant too. So no longer will there be smoking on the facility. So this is where Ed would go through and he needs to acknowledge the no smoking policy. Super simple, he clicks on it, reviews it, and then he's done. So as I said, very simple, click and it's saved. The best part about it is that you're going to be able to run reports to see if there are any of your employees that haven't taken advantage of reading and reviewing, and just making sure that everybody is on top of what they need to do. The other area, especially with offering benefits going forward, is you'll have notice of exchange information. All of those immediate things that need to be communicated to the employees can be done in this area. Super easy venue to communicate to them. So from there, we're going to go to the home screen. And this is one of the other areas that you were concerned as far as them using the system, clocking in and clocking out. Like I said, it's super simple. Click, okay, Ed's in. And I know the other thing that you wanted to track as well, Ed may be working a different shift. He may work bar or in the kitchen. So what he could do here is he could actually transfer. So he could transfer positions, so this way your labor allocation reporting is done correctly. So Ed's now transferred, and we're actually going to clock him out and move on. So can you see your employees using this? Do you feel like there would be any issues? Okay, good. I told you it was super easy. Mm-hmm. The next thing I wanted to show you, and you can have this featured on the main screen, is to have the employees actually doing PTO requests through the system. So everything is automated. What's great about this is they'll be able to see what's available and any pending requests. So they would just go through and click on the request time off, and it's highlighted so you can see what areas they would actually navigate through. The other thing that you were concerned about, and I wanted to run through, is using the benefits through the system. So we want to make it as simple as possible for your employees to navigate through the system, to enter themselves, enter benefits for themselves, and also register for their employees. So Ed has already got some benefits in the system for himself, but I want to show you how easy it is to add a child. So we're going to add a new entry. And once we do that, there's a selection for whether or not it's child, there's an adoption, or if he's gonna be adding spouse. If there's anything else that you wanna customize, of course, we can put that in there. So add new child, select, and we're going to continue. And then Ed needs to verify all of the information for his daughter, Caroline Bonner. So he goes through all of the stuff that needs to be filled out that's mandatory. Will have the red indication required field. So it's super simple for your employees to go through and do this. They'll add their child, and then this information is verified as a final step and continue to enrollment. And the enrollment was submitted. So very simple. Like I said, we wanted to make sure that it's very user-friendly for your employees. The other thing that I thought was cool that I wanted to share is this is technology that ADP uses themselves. So as I was hired through the system, I remember getting really excited to see my new email coming in saying, oh, this is the next step of the process. I actually went through and did my benefits enrollment through there. So that's going to give more of that Fortune 500 feel to your organization. The other thing I shared with you, and this is on the home screen, is that they can go to the ADP perks. So myself, I take advantage of Verizon discount, which is like $50-$60 a month. That's a lot of money that adds up, you know, in your employees' pockets. So I know those are just other ways to say, you know, we're investing in you, we care about you. Not only are we going to do benefits, but now you've got these other perks that are like Fortune 500 perks. So it's going to set you apart from other restaurants in the industry. The last thing that I wanted to show you that I know you guys will be able to take advantage of is our mobile technology. So I'm just going to go through and show you what the mobile app would look like. And what's interesting about this, I just read somewhere the other day that as of last year, mobile technology is actually surpassing any type of PC or computer usage. So your employees want to have the information at their fingertips. And what's great about this, your team doesn't have to be interrupted to look at time cards, to look at W-2s, or find information for your employees. The onus is on them. They can go into the system and look at their pay. So you've got the last 5 pay statements in here. It's got all of the breakdown with taxes, all of the deductions. It's so simple. The other thing that was really cool that I used this year is my tax statement that I got to view immediately before it was emailed to me, or mailed out to me, excuse me. Very cool to see. You can view statement, you can print statement, all of the information, like I said, at your employees' fingertips. The last thing that I wanted to show you on here is, since you're doing the benefits through our technology, the other thing that's cool is having your employees actually be able to view their benefit card. I know I forget my benefit card all the time, so to be able to log into my phone and show this to the doctor's office, that's amazing. So I just wanted to show you because I'm very passionate and I'm excited about the technology, and I hope that you can see your employees using this system as well. And I'm very much looking forward to partnering with you. Do you have any other questions, or is there anything else that you wanted to see?
No, thank you so much. Great job.
Thank you.